Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Teen Titans. We got an update in regards to the DCU project that's being developed. We've also heard about Deathstroke potentially coming to the DCU and some major castings in terms of a big DC TV project. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos later this year. Okay, so been doing some tests over the last week, uploading different types of content. Obviously I want to keep doing DC content, so hence today's video, and I'm trying to do it like every 2 days. Also I'm trying double uploads on some days just to get a lot of content out there for you guys. But if you haven't checked out my recent Star Wars video, go check it out. Obviously it's not doing as well as my normal videos, but I hope you guys, if you like Star Wars, go tune in. But again, as always, tell me in the comments down below what type of extra videos you want me to be covering, like what TV shows, what films. Let me know down in the comments below, because this is a big testing phase. Doesn't matter how good the videos do, I just want to kind of gauge the interest in all these different topics like Harry Potter, Star Wars and Marvel and other stuff that isn't DC. But talking about that, let's get into DC. Let's talk about Teen Titans, because we got an update about the Teen Titans movie that is coming to the DCU from James Gunn. Now, obviously you guys remember that Teen Titans was officially announced a while ago, and that project is being written by the writer of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, Anna Nogueira. She is working on Teen Titans, and so what James Gunn had to address was this post. Now, this post is from Production List. Now, Production List isn't 100% reliable. It's basically a website that lists when production is supposed to start, but they don't disclose the actual sources, so it's always a bit up in the air if you can trust them. But James Gunn has gone ahead and debunked that Teen Titans officially goes into production on the 31st of December this year. And so that was in reply to someone asking, is it true that Teen Titans project is looking to film late 2024? James simply replied no. Now, I want to go into what they actually put in that Production List report, because even if it isn't going ahead, I just want to talk about the project summary that was in the Production List summary that they released for Teen Titans. Now it says the Teen Titans are further apart than ever before until Damian Wayne recruits Starfire, Raven, Beast Boy, and the new Kid Flash to join him in a fight against his own grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. Now, obviously, you have to take it with a grain of salt, but I want to get into what it actually says in case there is any validity to this summary of the Teen Titans movie that is being currently written right now. Again, we don't know what stage Anna Nogueira is at in terms of writing, but you can assume with them announcing it a while ago, she is fairly deep into writing the project. But yeah, let's break this down. So it seems from the description that the Teen Titans would already be established, because it says the Teen Titans are further apart than ever before. That basically hints at there is a team, but the team that they have maybe at the start of the movie isn't the concrete team that you're used to seeing. And so when Damian Wayne goes out and recruits extra people, that's when it becomes more concrete. That would be the main focus of the story. You would bring in recruits like Starfire, who is major in the comics, Raven arguably even more important, Beast Boy super important, and so you would be expecting those types of heroes to show up in the Teen Titans movie. But one thing that I love to see is the inclusion of the new Kid Flash, who will be joining the Teen Titans according to this report. Now again, I don't want to get you guys too excited. I know I'm very excited to hear anything to do with Kid Flash, but I would really love to see him in this film, and I've been saying this since they announced it. I believe they shouldn't introduce Barry Allen into the DCU first. I think they should go for Wally West first and introduce a different type of Flash than we're used to seeing. And I think by having Teen Titans, it's the perfect opportunity to introduce Wally West to the DCU and introduce him to a bigger audience. Now, it's up for debate, what version of Wally West could it be? Could it be the Ginger Wally West, or the Wally West that is more akin to like Keenan Lonsdale and what you've had in the comics more recently. So I'm a big fan of both versions of Wally West. Both versions have a lot of history. Obviously Ginger Wally West has like a even bigger history because that was the original version of the character, but you've seen on The Flash recently like Keenan Lonsdale also in Legends as well. He was really great in live action as Wally West, so if we go Keenan Lonsdale style Wally West, I would be very happy. However, yeah, I think if I'm gonna guess, I'm probably gonna say they're gonna go like original Teen Titans, original Kid Flash, so probably I would guess it would be Ginger Wally West. But yeah, if he is included in the team, I would be super happy about that. And now they also mention Ra's al Ghul being the main villain. Now, I think this would be fine. I am not against this. I do like Ra's. I think he's a good character. We've seen him in live action in Arrow. We've seen him in The Dark Knight. So yeah, he's definitely been chronicled in live action before, so he wouldn't be like a new character. It's not like they're doing Trigon as the main villain or something, because yeah, you've seen that on Titans, but you've never seen that in the movies. So I think it's up for debate whether Ra's is a good villain to include, just because we've seen him so many times. But yeah, I would maybe like a different villain in my opinion, so maybe I'm kind of holding off on, you know, this actually being 100% true. I hope they take bits and pieces from this. But for now, let me know down in the comments below, what do you make of the synopsis? If it turns out to be at all true, are you hyped to see the inclusion of Kid Flash, and what villain would you like? But let's quickly backtrack to talk about James Gunn denying that it's shooting this year. I wasn't ever expecting it to be true that it was shooting this year, because they only announced that she was writing it a while ago. However, I would be very surprised if it doesn't shoot next year. I think next year is the time for it. I think Teen Titans, the sooner it can come, the better it is, in my opinion. And so James Gunn has also commented on Deathstroke. Now, someone asked him on Threads, "Please wink if you have any plans for Deathstroke. I am waiting for my boy to shine for so long." Now, obviously Deathstroke, you've seen him on Arrow. He was a great villain back in season 2. He came back many times. You've seen Deathstroke in other live action and also animated projects, and we've seen him in the DCEU at one point, even though that never properly came to fruition. But James Gunn did wink back to the guy that commented this. And so what do I make of Deathstroke potentially coming? Well, I believe he was actually supposed to be included in James Gunn's Suicide Squad film, but he just didn't make the cut. There were so many characters and there just wasn't enough space for Deathstroke to be included, because he is a very big character. So I think the fact that he wanted to include him at one point means that he probably has thought about it a lot, and he probably does have a story later down the line for him to actually be included in. It could be Teen Titans. We know he's been heavily linked with Titans in the past, and so I could see that happening, and potentially instead of Ra's al Ghul, it could be Deathstroke that is the main villain. And I wanted to actually include a quote from Joe Manganiello, who played him briefly in the DCU. He said, "James Gunn is my buddy, and James and I had a conversation about it because Jim Lee over at DC Comics want me to create a graphic novel series based on the screenplay that I wrote for the Deathstroke origin film. When they were dismantling the DCU, that went to the wayside as well." And so he said Jim read it and wanted the graphic novel series, but no one could assure me that if it garnered the attention of directors and producers that I couldn't be attached, so I had to let it go. James Gunn was like, let it go. And so yeah, he's let go of that Deathstroke role, but you could potentially see him returning at some point, just because he is a big actor and he's got those links to James Gunn, which is obviously a very good thing to have, because as we've seen with James's casting, he's gone a lot for the people that he knows, but he's also cast new actors like Superman Lois specifically, and some of the other cast members that fill out the Superman film. But yeah, what do you guys make of Deathstroke? Do you think they're going to appear in Teen Titans? Is it going to be another project? Let me know down in the comments below. But for now, let's move on to talk about this. This is coming from Filmfront, who has posted a blog post to do with Booster Gold. Now, they are claiming that they know there are 3 actors in talks right now to star as the titular character in that DC TV show in Booster Gold. And again, I have to stress, I've never heard of this source before. They don't even have a proper website or anything, but I've seen some kind of reputable places reporting on this online. That's how I found it. So I just wanted to address it. I'm not going to say this is reliable at all because this isn't from a reputable website, but they are claiming that 3 actors are involved in the Booster Gold casting process. Again, we don't know if Booster Gold is doing casting right now because no one has officially confirmed that, but this source claims, "We have learned that DC Studios is currently screen testing Dylan Playfair, Finn Whitehead, and Patrick Schwarzenegger to star in the HBO series Booster Gold as the titular character, and an offer is expected to be made soon." Now, the way that they write this, obviously they're copying the way scoops are announced online on various websites, and so yeah, it looks legit by their writing because it's of a good standard, but the news comes after Daniel RPK reported that apparently Booster Gold has been cast. So this does kind of line up, and we know that there is no production that's imminent for the show that James Gunn has confirmed, but that doesn't mean that they aren't working pre-production wise behind the scenes to get actors involved. And so what do I make of those 3 actors? I mean, they're good actors. I definitely like some of them, but I'm not like super in the know about all their different work, so you know, fair enough, whoever they choose I trust, but I don't really know if I believe that they're at that stage yet. Now, these guys could potentially play the role and it could be somewhat valid, but yeah, I don't know, I'm just not really buying it for now, guys, but I just wanted to bring it up in the video just to get your take on it, and you can obviously read the article in the link in the description below, see if you believe it at all, or are you kind of like me and you're very hesitant to believe this considering there is no actual source that is listed on Filmfront's blog post. So for now, that pretty much does it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. It would really help it get out there. And also, if you want to support the channel, subscribe and turn on notifications, and you can become a member of the channel by clicking the join button to join me on members live streams. We're going to do some more very soon, and remember, we do live streams every Thursday, so come check out the stream tomorrow. I'll have some very special guests on. It's at 10 PM UK time, which is about 5 PM Eastern time in America. So for now, click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.